Hi, good evening. This is the January 9th, 2025 meeting of the Needham Conservation Commission. I'm Dave Harrer, Conservation Commission Chair. As a reminder, this meeting is being broadcast to the town's YouTube channel and via Zoom. And it is being recorded for publication, later viewing, and administrative purposes. Before we get started, let's confirm the presence of the members and staff. Sue,
Here.
Clary,
Here.
Reed,
Here.
Bill,
Here.
Fred,
Here.
Paulina,
Here.
and Deb,
Here.
and Clay. Okay, all supporting materials have been provided to the commission members and are available on the commission website. I'm not going to go through some of the other thing. I think everybody's familiar with those. Each vote taken at this meeting is going to be conducted via a roll call vote. So the first item on the agenda is 74 Gary Road, DEP file 234-941. I think at the last hearing, there were a few changes that the applicant was going to make, and so maybe we can hear from the applicant about the changes. Karen?
Sure. Yep. Karen Skinner-Catroni for the record. Do you want me to put the plan up, Clay, or do you want to put it up?
Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah.
Oops. Oops.
Unplug that.
Shh, I'm on. Oof. So the owner is not going to take down the trees that we discussed at the last meeting. He's going to leave them there. He's going to prune them. We moved this area further away from that tree. And I believe that, Dave, you had a discussion with the engineer about the infiltration system and requested that it be made larger, which was done.
Yeah. Yep.
And also the bank, we had just some discussion about the bank, whether it was just bank or if it was buffer zone, and I believe Deb went out and
Yeah,
verified
I
that it was
did.
just bank.
I agree with the delineation.
Okay, great. Does any of the commissioners have a question or comment? No? Okay. Is there anybody in the audience play that has their hand up?
There are no hands raised.
Okay, great. So it seems like everything's in order. If that's the case, could I have a motion to close the hearing for 74 Gary Road?
Motion.
DEP?
Second.
Okay, let's vote. Clary,
Aye.
Paulina,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Fred,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. All right. Thank you.
We'll go over the permit at the end and vote to issue that. Do you want to pick up the permit when it's ready, or do you want us to mail it out?
I can
Michael?
pick it up. I can pick it up in person.
Okay. I will let you know. They have to come in. Actually, I had them sign this, so it should be ready at the beginning of the week. I'll let you know.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
Great,
you.
thank
for,
you.
Have a great night.
Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Too.
New Year.
Thank you for taking me early.
No worries. Cosmo says hello.
Is that
Thank
your
you.
dog? Oh, wow. Okay, next item is, well, let's say 898 South Street. My understanding is they want to continue the hearing to February 27th
Correct,
at the earliest. So
right.
could I have a motion to continue the hearing for 898 South Street, DEP file 234-934 to February 27th?
Motion to continue.
Second.
Okay, let's vote. Paulina,
Aye.
Clary,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Fred,
Aye.
and Reed.
Aye.
Okay, great. All right, the last item on the agenda is 1169 South Street, DEP file 234-940. I can't remember what, I think we were just moving this forward because of the order of conditions. But
Yes, so I do have a draft.
so there was no outstanding issues that were to be modified or changed. I can't remember.
No,
Okay.
no,
Any of the commissioners have a comment? Question? No? Okay. Then let's close the hearing. Can I have a motion to close the hearing for 1169 South Street, DEP file 234-940?
so moved.
Second.
Okay, let's vote. Paulina,
Aye.
Clary,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Fred,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
and chair votes aye.
Ryan, are you gonna want me to call you to pick up your permit?
That would be great if you don't mind, please.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
All right, great.
thank you. Thank you.
I passed over the minutes, so we have 5 minutes from 2000.
So, yeah, we just forwarded, I just got a bunch of the old ones
Yeah.
yesterday, so I don't expect you to vote on those. I think, was there one, Sue? Or two?
I haven't, I saw those, but I know December 5th and December 19th, I think, need to be approved.
Okay,
December 5th. Are these new ones you sent?
no, these were, so
The
I
ones
did
I saw
send out
were-
the 19th. The 5th, I think we didn't end up voting on because Sue wasn't here. And you guys didn't have enough time to review them. So I think we need to vote to issue the 5th and the 19th.
In the last minutes, it did say that the 5th had been approved, but then I guess that wasn't so. Is it necessary? I mean, in the minutes, it said it had been approved.
Yeah, I sent those on to her. Um,
All right.
so anyways, I guess it wouldn't hurt to vote on them again, even if we did.
Yeah,
So the 5th and the 19th.
Okay, so can I have a motion to approve the minutes for this would be December
Yes.
5th and December 19th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, let's vote. Paulina,
Aye.
Clary,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
aye.
Fred,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. Okay, so we can go over the 2022 minutes at the next meeting.
Right.
Okay. So now we have 2 orders of conditions.
Yep.
So.
So
Deb,
I did just circulate those a little bit before the meeting. You want, which one, you want to do 1169 first?
Sure.
So this project was pretty easy. It was for construction of a front porch and a rear bulkhead. They were also doing an addition. which was outside of our jurisdiction, and they were removing the existing shed and constructing a new shed. All the work is located in the outer 50-foot of the 100-foot buffer zone to BBW. So there wasn't any plantings, so there wasn't any special conditions regarding that. So it was pretty cookie cutter. I don't think there was anything beyond our usual conditions. Nothing to point out. So
All right. Anybody have a comment? Question? No? Okay. So could I have a motion to issue the order of conditions for 1169 South Street, DEP file 234-940?
So moved.
Second.
All right, let's vote. Paulina,
Aye.
Clary,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Fred,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. Okay. Moving on,
the 74 Gary. So this was for the demo of the house, construction of the new house, driveway, etc. So since it was just bank, there's 100-foot buffer zone to the inland bank, but they're not doing any work in that area. Essentially all the work's in the outer 100-foot of the riverfront area to Herd Brook. Let's see. They are proposing infiltration. I believe Dave looked over their calculations, and with some tweaks, they came to agreement on that. They're not removing any trees. We had discussed the 2 trees they were proposing to remove, which they are no longer proposing. They also had been maintaining lawn beyond the 100-foot riverfront area. So the lawn is no longer going to be maintained beyond there. They are proposing a riverfront restoration planting that's includes 6 native trees, 3 American hornbeam and 3 red maple trees, 12 native shrubs, including blueberry and sweet fern, and ground cover plantings, 12 of those, whitewood aster, brown-eyed Susan, and smooth aster plants. And they're also proposing invasive removal within that area. So we had got comments from DEP regarding their existing being over the 10%. It's over by 447 square feet, so their mitigation planting area is 2 to 1, so 895 square feet. As far as special conditions go, we have the test pit where the proposed system is going to be going. They didn't do a test pit yet, right, Dave?
oh, no.
Okay, so we do have that condition. Then we have under planting work and monitoring, number 25, mowing will no longer be allowed beyond the 100-foot riverfront area, which will be delineated with permanent demarcation. Following the work completion, the applicant shall install landscape boulders, split rail fencing, rope fencing, or similar barriers designed to demarcate the 100-foot riverfront area in such a way as to not bar movement of small wildlife. So I didn't know if, if we were going to have them demarcate the 100-foot, if we wanted additional permanent markers to define the planting area, which is, pretty close to the actual river itself. Or do we want to assume that that will stay that way because of the demarcation at the 100-foot?
I like the 100-foot.
So just the 100 foot and not additional.
Yeah, I think it's, you have what, 8 permanent markers currently, right?
So that would be if we wanted them to mark the mitigation planting area itself,
Okay,
but the 100 foot demarcation, is well in front of where the plantings are going. They're
Mm.
going in the back of that 100 foot. So do we want it to double mark, or do we just want to mark the 100 foot?
Yeah, I think double mark is excessive, but I'll defer to the team of commissioners.
I like the 100-foot.
Okay,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
okay, so I will change that. Then we have your typical,
I think Fred had a question or he had his hand raised.
Well,
Oh.
I'm agreeing with everybody. I was just thinking that if you mark that the bank area, it might confuse people that that's the only thing being protected or something. And so I think it's clear. I think it's simpler and clearer if you just mark the 100-foot. Yeah.
yeah, mitigations within that 100 feet, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
so then we have our 2-year monitoring. The O&M plan, if they haven't submitted that already prior to closing out the permit. And DEP likes us to put this last one, no further alteration within the restoration area is allowed, except required to restore, to maintain the area that's restored and mitigated. So that is what I had for that. Let me know if you want me to change or add anything or.
Looks good to me.
Good.
Any comments from the commissioners?
Remind me again, what's the O&M plan?
It's the operation and maintenance plan for the infiltration upkeep.
I know, but what was included in the O&M plan?
Well, the applicant generally submits an O&M plan, and generally it is yearly inspection and cleaning.
Okay, so yearly
This is-
inspection and cleaning.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's for a typical infiltration system. If it was a more complicated system, then the plan might be.
so would
more
it be commendable simply because in the past, my experience, it has been sometimes the O&M plan go missing. And if the order of condition at minimum doesn't include what we at minimum require, like a yearly, cleaning, or maybe just write it into the order of conditions and then just that way it's stated clearly. I don't know what you recommend, Dave. But
I don't think we have a standard O&M plan, do we? I can't remember.
No, I've,
They're all the ones I've seen for virtually every project is pretty similar.
okay.
But, maybe
And it's filed with the order of conditions, right?
well, we're generally asked for it before.
they close out.
Yeah,
So the condition is the O&M plan must be signed by the property owner at the time of the submission of the request for certificate of compliance.
With compliance, okay.
I think it's hard because a lot of these properties are builders
Yeah, yeah.
and
Understand
getting
that.
something from them isn't really gonna stick. Clay?
I was gonna say, sometimes, a lot of times the operation and maintenance is also recommended by the manufacturer of whoever designs the system. So if during the course of the project, the system changes or the trademark changes, you might end up with a slightly different plan that way as well.
Yeah, good point.
That makes sense.
okay. Any other comments?
Okay.
No, okay, so can I have a motion to issue the order of conditions for 74 Gary Road, DEP file 234-941?
So moved.
Second,
Okay, let's vote. Fred,
Aye.
Paulina,
aye.
Clary,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
and Reed,
Aye.
and chair votes aye. Okay, that's it.
I
So
did
this-
have one project or issue that I kind of wanted to ask you guys about. So I've been hearing from an arborist about a property. Now he works for the people next door to this property. And on the neighbor's property are several large trees. Some are dead. Some aren't. So anyways, he contacted me because the owner of the property he works on just put in a new fence, and they're afraid these trees are going to fall and hurt the fence or fall and hurt the neighbor's house and such. So he asked if I could go out and look at the trees and see, if I thought they could be taken down, pruned, what to do. And so I said, this is really odd because it's not the property owner that owns these trees asking me, it's the neighbor. So I wouldn't issue permission and the commission wouldn't unless this was coming from the actual homeowner that owns these trees. And so he wanted me to look at them and basically give an opinion on what I think the commission will allow. And then they want to approach the neighbor and say, hey, we're worried about these trees, and so anyways,
These
I-
trees in the wetland area or a buffer zone?
so yes. So it is,
Well, I can say that the standard approach for a butter when when he or she is concerned about a tree on a neighbor's property is to notify the neighbor.
Mhm.
right.
From an insurance point of view,
Right,
if a tree falls on your house from your neighbor, it's still your responsibility. However, if it was a hazardous tree and you put the neighbor on notice, then
exactly.
you might have some other recourse
Mm-hmm.
to the neighbor's insurance. And so that's sort of a legal issue that I don't think we should be getting involved in. So I would recommend that the butter first notify the neighbor that, he's concerned about these trees. And if he has an arborist write the letter, then that gives it a little more weight, and then see where things go from there.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wouldn't get involved in trying to, mediate some neighbor disputes.
I know. And part of me just wants to say, well, if they put in a new fence, they probably should have come to see us for that.
Well,
So-
I mean, that's.
They
you
put
could-
in a
you
new
could-
fence. They don't want the neighbor's trees to crush. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I have to call him back, so I just wanted to give him some direction.
Yeah, and then if the neighbor wants to do something with the trees, then they could come to us, right?
Right.
Right.
Will the neighbor know that they have to come to us because they're in a wetland zone?
Yeah, I mean, basically, when they first called me, they were just like, they're way in the back of their property. They never even go back there. They're not going to care if the trees go. And I'm like, this is very odd.
Yeah, something similar like that we did here, actually. Deb, you came out to the backyard, my backyard, to check a
Oh.
tree. It's slanted right into the other.
Did
Yeah.
I?
Yeah, you did.
Did you find her?
I hope I was nice.
You were nice. The arborist ended up, cutting it. It was in the BBW, but still,
Mm,
yeah, it's tricky stuff. So I agree with Dave.
Yeah.
It's legal, it's insurance, and it's, liability. So nothing having to do with us.
right. And if we want tree replacement for taking the trees down, we're going to want it on the property the trees are coming out of, right?
Mhm.
So, okay, I'll take care of that. I had forwarded Dave. We're still waiting for comments from town council on the regulations. I guess they kind of were busy over the holidays.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're-
they got a lot on their plate over there.
Yes, yes, they do. So he did promise in the next few days that he'll get me something.
Good.
And Dave, you got the list of the trail stewards that we have so far.
No, I didn't, unless you just sent it recently.
No, I thought I forwarded it from Park and Rec to you. If I didn't, I will.
Yeah.
Um,
So what I'd like to
Sorry.
do with regard to the trails is, get the list of interested people. And I know there's some individuals on the commission that are interested in
mhm,
trails and all that. And then, maybe have a Zoom call or something to kind of get the
yep,
thing kicked off. And then if our application gets approved by the CPC, which I hope it will.
mhm,
It's received, favorable review so far, then once that gets in place, then we can start planning some activities and whatever. So
yep.
I'm encouraged.
Tell
and I think-
me, Dave, I want to go hike and see those trails.
Yeah, I mean,
The-
there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and we're planning on a lot of volunteer involvement.
Yep.
And,
All right.
so I think,
And-
excuse me.
I was just gonna, can we come to the presentation to CPC when you present it?
Yeah, there's a presentation. It's the 22nd. And then sometime, I think in March, there'll be a public hearing. Okay, and
Nice. Sure.
the public hearing, people can, voice their
Yeah,
comments and approval or, disapproval, whatever. The presentation on the 22nd is just to the CPC members, but it's a public meeting, so you can come in person or watch it on Zoom.
Yeah.
and-
nice work. Need it so badly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know, every time I've been out there, especially like on Ridge Hill, I bump into people who are lost.
Yeah.
I get lost.
I'll tell you, the project I really want to do, but we got to do a little more research there is the, at the end of the trail, I think it abuts Fuller Brook. There is a trail that continues on the other side of Fuller Brook, and so
Right,
there's like a 20-foot bridge that's necessary, and that
Yep.
would open up Ridge Hill to the other end of town.
Yep.
Which I think would be great. And I was told by a couple people that there was, town act that area used to be a road, and that people used to come from that end of town across into Ridge Hill to mow some fields.
Hmm.
So, that
Yeah, there was a beaver dam in that corner too.
oh, yeah.
That would be ideal.
Yeah, because there was an old bridge there. But
I don't know. I'm not sure. I wasn't here at
well,
the,
Roy Kramer told me that
okay.
there was a public access. But I couldn't find it in any of the records, the land records. But anyway, it's just sort of a part-time research that I've been trying to do. Is there any news on the other properties out there, Deb? Ridge Hill?
What, the ones that we were trying to get?
Yeah. Or is
It's all a big work in progress. Yeah, I'll have to talk offline.
okay. Okay. And then, down at the south end of Ridge Hill, we may have to relocate some trails eventually, but that's yet to be seen at this point.
So will
It's just a lot of
where
work
do
to
we
do. and-
find, I'm sorry, Dave, where do we find the link to the CPC meeting for the 22nd?
On the town website.
Okay.
But I can send it around. I think there's a standard link for every meeting, but
Okay,
I'll see if I can dig that up. There's like, there's gonna be 4 presentations at that meeting.
I agree with Sue. I would like to participate.
Yeah, I'll try to get ours first, but,
So we can sit in the corner. It is a.
yeah,
it
you
is-
can, it's funny. It's funny and, don't I'm not trying to make a statement here, but the CPC meetings, everybody comes in person. The only people that, come via Zoom or, maybe some complainers.
Here you
about-
go, Sue. There's your opening.
I haven't, I will, because I know it's coming
And I
up.
said, I'm not making a statement here. I'm just stating some
You
facts.
opened that can of worms.
Yeah. It's good to be in person.
Well, anyway, anybody got anything else?
There was something, Deb, that you sent with, there were a couple of boys, men that had this little company that wanted to,
Oh,
wanted to join forces. So,
it's like about Christmas trees or something?
yeah,
Yeah,
Again,
I
to-
forwarded it to Eddie Olson too. I thought maybe it was like a Parks and Forestry kind of thing too. So I haven't got back to them. I just told them that I forwarded it to the commission. Did anyone else look at it?
I have,
It's a for-profit company and, I don't think we should be promoting.
Ah, gotcha.
If it was non-profit.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to know if they've done anything with the Wellesley Conservation Commission, since it sounds like they're out of Wellesley.
Right.
good point.
It sounds like
Mhm.
they have done some partnership with Natural Resources Council in Wellesley.
Oh. You're back.
Um,
Okay. It's okay.
All right, so, there's nothing else. I have a motion to adjourn.
I couldn't find any.
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
All those in favor, raise your hand. Opposed? All
I,
right. Meeting
Aye.
adjourned.
Okay.
Bye, every,
night.
Happy New Year, all.
Thanks. Thanks,
everybody.
Clay.
Stay warm.
you look great, Clay.
Thank you. I feel miserable
Yeah, he has a cold or something.
battling
Had
a
the
cold.
cold cough? Is it the cough?
It's a throat. Yeah, cough and throat.
Yeah, the non-COVID cough that's going around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so is pneumonia, and I was saying my son, who just turned 16 today, thank you very much.
Oh.
He has strep throat. So it's going around.
yeah, it is. But pneumonia is too, so be careful.
Take care of yourself. Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
You too.